Tough loss. You can't win a game when you have 6 turnovers the way we did. We moved the ball offensively, but when you have 6 turnovers, there ain't no way you should win games. But we came out in the fourth quarter. We played well in the fourth quarter, give us a chance to win it. Defensively, we hung in there the whole entire time. Just didn't come up with the third down play to get us off the field to give offense another shot at it. Stephen Morris came in the game through the 1 pick, came back, responded, made some nice plays, running the offense down the field. Showed a lot about the young man coming in that tough situation and getting us some points back on the board to be where we need to be at. Penalties offensively, legal procedure about offensive line killed us today. 5 yards here, 5 yards there, 5 yards here. Next thing you know, that's about 20 to 30 yards, and we can't have that. That's what I mean when I keep saying the consistency of this football team. That we're making mistakes to hurt our drives going down the field. Don't know what the extent of Ja'Cory injury, so I'll know when the doctors and us talk about it when we get back to Miami. So we just got to bounce back. We got a game next week. We don't control our destiny anymore, what we're trying to get done. So we bounce back, get ready for Maryland next week.
What is Ja'Cory's injury?
As I just said, I haven't discussed it with the trainers or the doctors, so I know when I get back to Miami.
Is he here still? I mean, he didn't go to the hospital, did he, Ja'Cory?
I just got off the field, so I don't know. He should be here.
How do you feel that kind of affected the team?
It affected the team. I mean, you got a guy like Ja'Cory, leader of this football team, go down like he did. It takes a little bit out of you. Spencer came in, drove the ball down the field, but turnover inside the red zone. And then, went with Stephen Morris in the second half to give us an opportunity. He turned the ball over, but then he bounced back and made some plays towards the end. So that shows a little bit about the young man, and we started to, move the ball with him, which is good.
Right, I know you went out there when Ja'Cory was down. Did he lose consciousness at all?
No, he was talking.
It looked like that losing Ja'Cory affected the defense too a little bit, at least up in here.
It affected the whole team. Anytime you use a young man like him, part of your team that's been there for a long time, he's done some great things, and has been on the road. He's been on the road very good for us offensively, and he's been doing a lot of great things. So, but as anything, you have backups, and I think that Stephen Morris came in and did a great job of giving us a chance to win the game at the end, and that's all you can ask for a young man.
You talked about having a hard time getting them off the field, getting Virginia's offense off the field on third down, and I guess
it was just a third down play late in the game. We had a third down, and they threw it to the little curve route for the receiver. We talked about it, we just couldn't make the play. And then we had another third down late in the game. Those 2 third down plays, I think, was big in that game.
the first touchdown, was that a blown coverage?
Yes.
Who
Couldn't tell you, I just know it was a blown coverage.
How tough was it for Stephen to come in there that never played before, probably never didn't have a clue that he was going to play?
It was very tough because, you come in a situation like that as a freshman, true freshman, and going in there running the offense and putting him in that situation. But he had to learn. He made some good throws. He made one bad one, and he bounced back. They blitzed him a lot. He got out of those situations with his feet. Scored a touchdown, ran a touchdown, which was good. So anytime you have a young man to do those things and give you a chance, being so young, that means that shows you a lot of how much he's improved and how much he can really help this football team.
How tough was that decision for you to play him?
It wasn't tough. It wasn't tough. Because he's been working a little bit, and you got to give a young man an opportunity. So we went with him, had confidence in him, and he responded late in the game.
How about A.J. Highsmith? When he traveled.
A.J. still nicked.
And that's why he didn't go in?
That's all.
What is his injury?
He's nicked.
With Spencer, you obviously went with him first game. Talk about that decision.
Because he's a veteran of the group. He's a veteran, and he's been there for a while. So the thing that you have to do is give him an opportunity to go in. He learned the offense. He's been around. So he came in, did what we needed to get done out of him. He did some good things, and we did with Stephen Morris later on.
It seems like in the second half, Virginia was running through some pretty big holes there. What do you think of the defensive line?
I didn't think we played very good on defense. We did good things in the first quarter, but I think that the fourth quarter, our defense really responded, because we got some points, and then some adrenaline started going on the whole football team. And we started making some plays, getting off the football field, creating a short field for the offense to have opportunities to score. And that's when as long as your defense keep playing and give yourself a chance, you're going to be okay. And that's one thing the defense did. They didn't quit. They kept fighting and trying to make plays to get offensive ball.
Do you alter any goals at all, Randy, or, How do you
Alter
guys
the
feel?
goals? No, we still just have to win the games. Win each game one by one, and just keep going from there.
Boscher's miss, I mean, it didn't have a big difference, but at the time.
There's too many extra points that Boston's missed this season. You know, I think that's probably his third or fourth one he's missed, and he's got to be able to capitalize on it.
When you guys scored to cut it to 5, did you consider onside kick or were you?
No, because it was enough time on the clock for us to get a stop. If we get a stop, then we can line up and we can play and get the offense a chance to ball with maybe 2 to 3 minutes left on the clock. We just didn't come up with a stop.
Virginia hadn't really done much at all this year. The teams they'd beaten were FCS teams. Do you think your guys maybe overlooked them? I mean,
No, they played tough all year. The thing that keeps, that got Virginia was they had a lot of turnovers. We had 1 turnover this year. They was probably averaging a lot of turnovers throughout the season. They played USC tough early in the season. They didn't turn the football over. They turned the ball a lot against North Carolina and some other teams they played. So, just like anything, you turn the ball over, you have a chance to lose a lot of games.
Do you think before Jacory's injury, was the team excited or any at all flagged? Or do you feel they
No, we were still excited no matter what. Like I said, you lose somebody, it's going to go down a little bit, but, like we said, we'll bounce back, and the guys did. They responded. And he scored some points in the second half. We made some key stops in the second half to give us a chance to win the game at the end. We just didn't come up with a big play at the end.
do you know what Jacory's prognosis is or what his injury is?
No.
Nothing.
Last question. Were you watching the play? Were you watching the play downfield, or did you see Jacory get hit?
I was watching the game. I seen it on the scoreboard.
Did it look clean to you?
I can't tell you that. I mean, Fisher's made the call. I can't tell if it was clean or not clean. I don't get involved in that stuff. As long as, Fisher's call it the way they do it, they go by the rules and regulations of the book, so you can't get involved in those type of situations.
We're good. Thank you.